We're changing the agenda around just a little bit. Eric Victor and Hannah are going to take the number one spot, and we're going to go ahead and like to hear Eric Victor's here years to speak to us about our comprehensive planning. And as fast as we're growing and stuff, there's a lot of conversations to have for the future. With that being said, if everybody doesn't know it, this is Eric Victor, our chairperson for the planning and zoning, and this is Hannah with the Olson Studio Group, which is our planner.
Right, so I appreciate you putting this on the agenda for tonight. We're not going to take a whole bunch of time tonight, so I said my name's Eric Victor. I lived here since moved in April 1st, 2001. That didn't turn out to be a bad thing. Who was there? Been here over 23 years, raised both my kids here, graduated from Prairie View and K-State Wildlife stuff. I've been on the Planning and Zoning Commission for 18 years, been chairman for 13, something like that. So what we wanted to kind of talk to you about, again, with all the growth of all this, is the comprehensive plan. So how many of you are familiar with that phrase, the comprehensive plan, right? I was, when I first got on the Planning and Zoning Commission, we had to review the annual comprehensive plan. I'm like, what is this? Really confusing, just because the phrasing around it. First, I'll explain why we have a comprehensive plan. Is any municipality that does zoning has to have a planning and zoning commission. If planning and zoning commission, you have to have a comprehensive plan. And it has to be renewed or certified by the planning and zoning commission annually, right? So it has to be reviewed annually. And we just did this in June. It was a very cursory review, just kind of check the box and get it done. We started having some additional discussions that we probably need to start getting the city council involved in this, because ultimately, these decisions are by the elected folks. So what a comprehensive plan really is, it's another name for it is a future land use map, but it's really there for a couple of reasons. It's there aspirationally to say, well, in the future, we might want to annex this land over here. So we can put that in our comprehensive plan without actually doing something. Just like we might want to do that. You can also put something defensively, like, well, I wonder if Miami County is going to want to try and annex this, so we want to say that we're thinking about this, right? And it also can be put there as a point of cooperation, because it's a public document. So, Linn County Zoning Commission, Miami County Zoning Commission, Lewisburg Zoning, they want to come and see our comprehensive plan. We'll post it, online. But even if it wasn't, this is a public document, so they can see what are we thinking. It's not meant to be a city document. But that's the whole purpose of it. And we haven't really, in any substantive way, changed that comprehensive plan in, I don't know, 10 years or more. Every year it was just, we get together, oh, it's so good, yes, but we'll vote it up and down. Now we're starting to look at it, it's like, it really probably needs closer review. And now I'm not asking, that's not what we're going to do tonight at all. I just wanted to kind of introduce or reintroduce the concept, what the comprehensive plan is for, and that we don't have to renew it again until next June. So at some point, I'll be letting you guys know that we're going to do probably a workshop, kind of go through the whole comprehensive plan, maybe take an hour, 2 hours, something like that, and some of you may want to attend that workshop. Either way, we'll give you kind of the output of what we're thinking of, changes we might want to make, or recommend it to you guys. But since you guys are kind of on the forefront of, here's the thing we're thinking changing, it'd be good for you to know that this thing is out there. And it's good to have something before you decide to go changing or annexing stuff or changing land use. It's good to have it in the comprehensive plan ahead of time. It's kind of it just helps with potential litigation. And also it just helps, get the populace. They're like, we didn't know you guys were thinking of that. Well, it's been in the comprehensive plan for 2 years. And that's been posted online for 2 years. So it's that type of thing. Does that make sense? Any questions around that? Okay. And before she goes into kind of just some details on where our comprehensive plan is now, and I think you're going to look at it and say here's some things that might be changing. Danny also did a state certified training, which I've never done. I missed it that day because I think he's forgotten. I don't know if you wanted to add anything else to
other than
he's also on the planning zoning commission.
The city of Lenexa hosted it, and so their city attorney did a presentation and sort of Q&A afterwards. It really was reassuring just to know that what we're doing as a commission is right. We notified the book. Everything in there was exactly as we do it. On the comprehensive plan, they did say every 10 years they recommend you at least either overhaul it or say amend it, or say it's good. So I think we reviewed it every year, but it's probably time with all the changes, like you said, Lou, to really look at it and see if maybe we want to start over.
Yeah. So we can kind of kind of turn it over to you, just some detail on that, Hannah. And Olson's been our consulting firm for, what is it, 3, 4, how many months?
Yeah, it's about like 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah.
Doing an outstanding job, I would. There we go.
Hi, everyone. So I did draft a memo of just an overview of the things that I saw that just some high points to consider. And it also just gives more information on comprehensive planning, what it is, just kind of reiterating. So last comprehensive plan was done in 2007. So since then, it's been reviewed and just passed as is. So in the plan itself, there's a back section, section 4, that kind of goes through comprehensive planning, how to implement it, things like that. And it says in this section, a comprehensive evaluation and review should be taken at least every 15 to 20 years to address those specific areas that should be added or amended. It should include opportunities for public review and comment and be adopted in the same manner as required of the original plan. So that's kind of what we're getting at here, of just taking an opportunity to really look at it, and recommendations that are still relevant carry over, things that need to be kind of rethought, just giving an opportunity to do that, and also giving an opportunity for public engagement, public comment, just to make sure that all the needs, wants, desires of the community are captured. And also just spreading awareness of, this plan is out here. This is a community document, and it will be used to justify changes in future land use, or changes in zoning, any legal changes. It's an important document to look at while those are being considered. So generally, and this is written out on here as well, so there's 4 sections to the plan. There's strategic issues, which are just high-level issues. I think there's 10 of them. So really looking at those, seeing what's still relevant, what needs to change. Section 2, existing conditions. So this definitely, I recommend updating this with the latest data available. There's census data from 2022, 2021 that can be used, and essentially it's measuring population, schools, and just getting those numbers for talking through public services and the needs there. So I know there's been at least some growth since 2007, so just really making sure that all those numbers are reflective of the community today. And then zoning and land use, existing infrastructure, again, probably not a whole lot has changed since 2007, but it is important to consider as you move forward, as there's more need for water infrastructure, especially and things like that out here. And then section 3, future land use plan. So this includes the future land use map, but also there's a section on transportation framework, and it just kind of goes a step beyond physical land use placements and just ensuring that traffic circulation is good, infrastructure, and really those recommendations for future growth and development, even within the city, and just making sure that infrastructure needs are being met. So of course, just really looking at that, making sure things are relevant and accurate, and if not, just updating that. And then there's also opportunity if there's just aspirational things down the line in the next 15, 20 years, absolutely, but even thinking of like a step further than that and just kind of the direction that we want to head and how to get there. So really just reviewing all of that to make sure that it's in line with the community today. And then the plan implementation, section 4, really a lot of this is information on how a comprehensive plan is used, and who is responsible for carrying out different aspects of the plan. And then a lot of that information is still relevant, but definitely anything that's added in, taken out, just to make sure that that section is reflective of what's in the plan itself. So in a nutshell, really, definitely recommend looking at the plan. There's enough change to, I think, warrant just kind of diving back in, and then just making sure that it's what you guys want in the future.
Fun fact, what do you think the population was in 2004 to 2000?
350.
579. So we've about doubled.
Yeah.
But it's been very gradual.
Do you take into consideration the county's comprehensive plan?
Yes, so typically, when you're getting started, it's part of that existing conditions analysis. Usually it's just taking into consideration existing plans and documents for definitely the county, any existing areas. I know Miami County's plan has still not been adopted. It's been in the works for the past couple of years. But even looking at that document as is and the planning processes surrounding it, yes.
Any questions, council? Jamie? I just have a couple brief questions, and this is for the purpose of being able to assist the committee. And it is there the cost associated to this? Do you need a budget? Does planning and zoning need the budget to readdress this comprehensive plan?
I would like a very high salary. No, I don't think we have.
Okay.
I mean, so obviously we pay our consultants.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. We're under contract. If you would just